All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to Mission Driven Lifestyle. I'm really excited to go into this material with you guys. This is something that I've been working on for, pretty much since I got out of the military in 2009. Being able to utilize some of these tactics and figure out how it is that I can be most productive and continue to work towards my goals, but also have a personal life. And I'm really, really excited to actually share this with you. This is something that I've taught to hundreds of people over the last few years, that we teach to our men that go through our academy here at Lions Den in Detroit. And it's just something that has helped people, every single man that has, actually, we don't just teach this to men, we teach this to men and women, but especially every single man that comes through any of our programs reports back that they get almost 50% of their time back. Actually, sometimes even more. So at the end of their days, they're like, man, I got all the stuff that I got done, and they kind of feel guilty at first, like, well, I feel like I should be doing more, right? And so I'm going to teach you how to structure your days and utilize some of the things that we learned in the military in order to be on the attack every single day, to not just be productive, to not just get more work done, to not just be able to work towards some of your life's biggest goals, but also to enjoy life, to create a true lifestyle by design. And that's what Mission Driven Lifestyle is all about. Now, before I jump into this, I want to talk about why it is that I am teaching this to men and why it works so well for men instead of for men and women, and why we're focused on primarily training men in this situation. Well, it's because psychologically, in the way that our minds work, men are very linear in thought. Now, this is something that's going to help you in your relationships too with women out there for sure if you just pay attention to this. But women are much more right-brained. Their home is right-brained. Not to say that they can't be linear. They're able to cross back and forth between their left brain, their linear brain, and their right brain, their creative brain, very easily compared to men. Men are here. We're to hunt. We're here to focus. We're here to kill what we need in order to bring food back home for our family. Right? And this is what we're good at. And that's why in the military, with all this linear structure, we succeeded. But now when we're out on our own terms, sometimes it's difficult to juggle it all, to have it all. And I'm going to show you how to create a system that's going to allow you to have it all and have a lifestyle by design. Now, when you're communicating with women, just a small tip, and this is something that we go into in our Iron Sharpens Iron Alliance as men. You know, we deal with relationships, we deal with sex, we deal with business, we deal with productivity, we deal with fitness, and this is something that we go into a little bit deeper, but I'll just share this tidbit with you. When you're talking to a woman and you're being very linear, this isn't meant to offend any women out there, but if you're being very linear, they get annoyed as hell. They hate it. They do not like to have to be stuck in that left brain. They want to be able to feel what it is that you're saying. They want to be able to be in touch with their emotions when they're having a conversation with you. This is what makes it real for them. This is what makes it enjoyable for them. So as military men, this is also a big reason why military men have such a problem in their relationships. It's not because of PTSD necessarily. It's not because of damage in the military. It's because we were forced into this box to be so linear, and we don't come outside of the box. So a real quick tip is just to kind of expand your vision to more peripheral vision and to put your awareness in your chest and in your body instead of out forward, giving the people that we're talking to laser beam eyes and straight answers, and try and be more descriptive with our words. That's just a quick off-the-topic tip on how to have better relationships with women out there. And I'm happy to talk to you a little bit deeper about that if you'd like. But we want to focus on what are our strengths, using that left side of our brain to get everything done in our life and to have a structure like we had in the military so that we can get back to that right side brain and be a little bit more creative and more open and breathe and be more free. Because right now there are so many things on our plate, but we don't have a structure for it, where we're just linearly thinking all the time, how do we survive? How do we kill? How do we hunt, right? And how do we feed our family? How do we take care of ourselves? Where if we structure things in the way that I'm about to show you, you're going to be able to have that moment of clarity, that moment of breath. You're going to lay your head on your pillow at the end of the night, and you're going to feel great and accomplished and sleep great at night because you had a mission and you completed your mission, right? This is why the military is so conducive for men, and why when we get out on our own, it kind of is some difficult things. So I want to help you to be better business owners, be better in your career, and also have better relationships so that you can actually work on and enjoy some of those hobbies that you feel like you may have forgotten because life has been so chaotic. So if you're trying to multitask as a man, it's not going to work, okay? Women, that's good, but for men, we need to be thinking linearly. We need to take things one at a time. There's many books that have been written about having a singular focus and the importance of singular focus, and I'm going to show you guys how to have a singular focus in everything that you do with this mission-driven training here. Now, I want to talk to you about how I actually created this training. Why the epiphany, right? In our military career, we had a structured day, but we didn't have that same structure throughout our entire lives. Now, I was stationed at the White House Communications Agency while I was in the Army, and I worked directly for the president. So wherever he traveled around the world, I was there supporting him in a communications role. 250 days out of the year, I was traveling all over. And we'd have the president's agenda. So I'm going to teach you guys how to have productivity and efficiency like the president of the United States has. And that's something that not a lot of people have access to, and it was unique to see how he operated his days, right? So we had his schedule from sun up to sundown, and I remember this one day. I was sitting in the motorcade in a black Suburban, and there were Secret Service agents all over the place, and we were staying in Maine, and the president had a residence off in Maine, and Secret Service agents were just sitting around and on bikes. And I looked on the schedule, and at 8:05, we had a bike ride that started for the president, right? He just was getting his exercise in. And so he came out like clockwork at 8:05 on his bike, and it said right on the schedule, 25 minutes set aside for him to have a bike ride, right? And he had that bike ride, got back into the house by 8:30. He said at 9 o'clock he was going to come out and be done with his shower and ready for his event, stepping on stage at his event at 9:20, right? So he had a structure all day long of how he would operate throughout his days. And this is what I call this is why I call it presidential productivity, because the president was not only able to operate and be the president of the United States and operate in his job around the world, but he was also able to have a personal life. He was also able to enjoy his fitness and go out to dinner with his wife and spend time with his kids, and everything was structured in the day. This is how all presidents operate, right? By having this regimented routine on a regular basis, so that they can get everything that they need to get done out of the way professionally or in their career or in their job, and also have time to enjoy their life on the outside. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that right now. All right, we can see here, this is our Lifestyle by Design document. And this is something that I created just last month in February. We have our Iron Sharpens Iron Academy that we run once per quarter. And so we run, I actually have to create a new document for myself every time we have a new group of guys going through our program, because I have to wrap my lifestyle around the program to make sure that we deliver for these guys. So this document may be a little chaotic compared to what you need to have for yourself. So don't necessarily think you need to jam everything in here or be as regimented as possible. But you can see in here, we've got time for workouts, we've got time for work, we've got time for dealing with contracts, we've got free time, got breakfast with my daughter here, I've got time regimented in here for meditation and hydration, even time for sleep, prepping for workouts, travel time, time for reading at night, preparing for bed so that I have a turn down time for jiu-jitsu, and yeah, even sometimes I even make a little bit extra money driving Uber on the side, right? So I own Lions Den, I own a marketing company, I do consulting on the side, I help with a nonprofit, and sometimes even for extra cash, I drive for Uber. I'm able to do all those things because of this document right here, okay? So there's a lot that you can accomplish and still have free time for your family if you have a structure like this. Now, when you download the document, you're just gonna have to click File, make a copy. Like I said, do not request access, because I'm not going to give you access to this, because then you'd edit my document. You're going to be able to create this for yourself. Just go to File, make a copy, and then edit the fields here. And you're going to want to probably ungroup them here, unmerge the cells, and build out your schedule however you want. But let me give you some recommendations on how to fill this out. Basically, what you're going to want to do is get everything out of your head. All the tasks that you have, day to day, everything that's getting you spun up in your head on what it is that you need to do day to day, and get it down on a piece of paper. Just dump it all out on one piece of paper. and then categorize it on what type of activity that is. Is it for work? Is it for contracting? Is it personal? And these are things like chores. These are things like taking care of taxes. Whatever it is that you've got on your mind, just dump it out on a piece of paper. And then after you've got those categories, so kind of block some of those tasks, then you're going to put it into this document. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Now, this Lifestyle by Design document is only one element of your mission-driven lifestyle. And we've got a whole group of activities that we run the guys through here in this Lifestyle by Design document, the mission-driven lifestyle document. We've got a whole group of activities here in this mission-driven lifestyle document that you go through, right? So I just explained to you on how to actually do a mind dump, right? And this exercise is called GTD, right? So dumping everything out and then being able to categorize it. And then setting up your goals. What are your goals annually? And then breaking them down into bite-sized chunks so that you can work towards those goals every single day, right? So having a lifestyle to make sure that you have continuous growth while you're still enjoying your life day to day. Then we go through, what are your daily rituals, right? So how do you start your day? What's your morning routine? How do you start your work day? How do you shut down your work day? And how do you make sure that you turn down at the end of the day so you're productive for tomorrow? We go through all that in the mission-driven lifestyle training. And then we go and put together this Lifestyle by Design document. But first, we make sure that we've got everything set up in the beginning so that we have all your whole entire life written down in one single place so you understand what are your day-to-day activities, how do you categorize all of this stuff, what are your big goals, how do you break them down into bite-sized chunks so that you can actually work towards them. And I also include in here in the mission-driven lifestyle training something that is commonly known in the entrepreneurship world. It's called the Pomodoro technique. So I explain a unique way that I utilize the Pomodoro technique, that method, and I integrate it into this mission-driven lifestyle technique and this system so that you can be ultra productive, right? This is where you get 50% of your days back. You're crushing everything on your schedule and you're able to move on to your next tasks wondering, man, did I actually get everything done today? Am I as productive as I can? This is where you lay your head down on the pillow and you're very happy and excited about what it is that you accomplished throughout the day. So, you have the ability to download this Lifestyle by Design document, but I want to make sure that you guys have the whole big picture. And so I have a bigger training, the mission-driven lifestyle, that you can get access to right now below here for a very low price. I'm not going to say the price here in this video because we're testing a couple of different prices, but a crazy price. This mission-driven lifestyle training we do in a retreat that we don't even give access to everyone, and it's $300 per person for people to come out to that retreat for us, and you're going to get it for around $10. Probably even less than $10 is what the price is going to end up being. And this is an insane deal. And I want you, just because of the veterans that are on this right now, I want you guys to have access to this information because this is very important and suitable for the military men out there who were so successful in the military in their regimented lives and then don't know exactly how to jujitsu those techniques and those strategies, everything that you learned in the military into your own personal life so you can have it all. And I guarantee you guys that when you integrate this system into your life, you're going to be happier and more fulfilled, have better relationships, be calmer, not be so anxious, not be stressed out. You're going to be productive in ways that you haven't been productive in a long time, and they're on your own terms, creating your own life. So I highly encourage you guys to take me up on the offer and get into the mission-driven lifestyle training. We broke it up into a couple of different videos for you, so you're going to be able to take it step by step, chunk by chunk. You don't have to end up doing it all at once by yourself. You're going to be able to walk through with me. You're going to get all this documents. You're going to actually get your own workbook so that you can work through it yourself, and you're going to you're going to create your own mission-driven lifestyle. Now also you have access to our Food for Fuel training. This is nutrition training suitable for the cavemen in us, right? So I'm going to teach you guys how to utilize fat for fuel, how to burn your own body fat, get lean, get strong, and basically change your diet so that you are utilizing what our metabolism most needs and craves, what the way that our metabolism worked for hundreds of thousands of years before the industrialization of our food system right now in the standard American diet. So Also, you can just by checking that box below, take me up on the offer for the Food for Fuel, but I want you guys to create your own mission-driven lifestyle, and I look forward to going through the journey with you guys on the same journey that we take our guys in our Lions Den and our Iron Sharpens Iron Alliance, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the training below. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for taking the time to go through this. I wish you guys the best of luck. Peace out, vets. Thanks for everything that you do, and of course, thanks for your service. All right, guys. See you later.